Just the tip.
There we go.
Welcome, everyone, to the brand new season of C&C Bros. We're ringing in the new year, 1/1/2019, with a podcast episode, and since most of everybody is off today, we figured that it would be a great time for us to just relax and reflect on the last little few things that happened while we weren't casting for December, and then talk about some things we're looking forward to in 2019.
We're gonna unload everything.
Wait, you guys are off
Everything.
today?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Were you not off today? Are you not off today?
No.
He works at McDonald's now.
I worked hella hard.
Well, I mean, I figured you were probably just off, like, having requested or something like that.
No, I am off on Thursdays and Fridays. If it's not then it's on Christmas.
Yeah, I was off
Y'all
today,
caught me.
and then I had to go into work yesterday, and I'll have to go in the rest of the week.
I have to go back tomorrow.
It'll be all right.
You're off the rest of the week.
I'm coming up to your house soon.
Oh, yeah.
Better get ready.
Wait, what weekend?
This weekend.
Wait, weren't you just up there?
Yeah, I have a
He was
wedding
at,
to go
He
to.
was at Nathan's.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, this weekend. That's fine.
Yes, we talked about this. Don't scare me.
I thought you were going to say next weekend. I was going to be like,
Mm-mm. No, I got a wedding this weekend to go to.
Okay.
But yeah, what's going on with everybody in their lives?
Oh, we're doing that?
Yeah.
Already out of order, I see.
We always do this every cast.
That doesn't mean you should let it happen. I guess I'll start since you described me as having a renaissance.
You are having a renaissance. You're changing your tune.
Tuned of what?
Streaming.
You know, I was gonna say that's a good question. Yeah. So I have in fact started back streaming. Should probably share the link to this so those same people that saw my stream can listen in on this. And I'll be like, hey, you made it over. But yeah, right now streaming Def Jam Vendetta. Whenever I finish that, I'm gonna move on to Fight for New York.
Okay.
And whenever I don't have enough time to like do a sit down of that, I also have a Puyo Puyo Tetris. But I want to get a few PC mod stuff set up on that before I start streaming it, just so like I'm comfy and smiling.
I understand.
But yeah, took some time out to do that, building up my portfolio a little bit more because that's something that needs to be done. Goodness gracious.
So you're in a good place.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, you can't have a renaissance and not be in a good place, bro.
That's the point. George is in a good place.
Then it's a revolution. Got to play the DMC5 demo. Holding on to that Xbox One was good for something.
Did you enjoy it? Did it feel janky?
Wait, you had that still?
Yeah.
What the hell were you playing on it?
Cuphead.
He wasn't.
Drew and I were running through Cuphead.
Oh, okay.
That is the
that
only
makes
thing
sense.
you were playing on it.
Wait, why don't you just play that on PC?
I got the Xbox One version for free when I was still working GameStop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, demo feels really good. It's a lot of that smoothness that's come from I guess 4.
Yeah.
To compare it to anything. Because when we first saw like footage of it, we were thinking like, oh, well, if it's gonna be like graphically off the walls, the frame rate's not gonna be hella. And then it turns out when we looked at every video that wasn't coming off of Xbox One, it was like, oh, okay, it's pretty good. But even playing it on my One, everything felt kind of like fluid and nice.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of the new stuff they gave De Niro is hella cool. I know that to play it, this is a fear I have.
Okay.
To play it the way I've played 4 and maybe 3 before it, I think I'm gonna need a PS4 Pro.
Hey man, go ahead and get it, man.
Because it runs fine, but I'm worried. Because stuff happens in that game. Like, stuff is off the wall.
I'll go back to that in a bit, but I totally understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Anything else been going on? Anything special?
Trying to think for real. I guess I finally unlocked all the characters on Smash, so there's that. So I won't be stressing the tournaments anymore.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Didn't you say that Palutena was like the last character to unlock, like, regardless?
Well, she's the last to show up on Challenger Approaching. Now, if you lose to a character, yeah, she's the last to, out of like just characters that you unlock by doing stuff. But let's say you lose to a character, you can still unlock Palutena and then go back and rematch whatever character you lost to. So assuming you unlock everybody on the first try, yeah, Palutena is the last character you unlock.
Okay.
Not sure why.
Oh. We should totally make a fighting game. And I don't know, maybe it has like 25 characters. And you first start off with 5, and you got to go through and earn everybody. Now, each person you beat, you win. But if you go through and you lose one, that player that you're playing with, you lose them. So then you got to go through and try and get them again.
You mean like Fire Emblem, but more painful?
Jesus. That's the Shadow Dragon.
Oh, things have been pretty good with me. A lot's happened in this month since we last streamed. I think did we stream on the night of the Game Awards, or do we not?
You and Shelly watched. I know we didn't stream because that was my birthday.
Okay.
And I went to trivia that night.
We streamed like right before then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we streamed in preparation and then never covered like those results. So I think all of December is just clear.
Yeah, we just basically went through an entire month, as is our want, because like things happen. But December is a busy time of the year for me, in particular. Let's run through. My mom had surgery. I was helping take care of her. Job was busy just because holidays, mental health, not a good mix. I got a girlfriend.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. So that happened. Did not expect that. Very happy though.
Wait. I can't remember. It was before Christmas, right?
Yeah. It was on the 12th.
Ah, that sucks because then you had to get her a Christmas gift.
Yeah, I know, Shelly. I'm painfully aware.
Wow.
You should have did it after Christmas.
And you want to know the kicker?
She didn't
The
get
12th was her birthday.
Oh, dude, what?
So I took her out for sushi too.
Yeah, you did.
It was a nice time though. I had a good time.
Oh man,
but,
you were forever trapped getting 2 gifts.
I mean, yeah. I have no money now, and we'll get into that. So what I have done, I do not have a PlayStation anymore. Let me preface this conversation with that.
Brian, we no longer have PlayStation.
Yeah, Shelly and I both no longer have PlayStation.
Y'all are screwed.
Shelly for different reasons. But I during the holiday season, I happened to be on Twitter at work, and I was made aware that on GameStop's website, the pre-orders for the Kingdom Hearts PlayStation Pro had just gone live, and by golly, I freaked the fuck out. And I immediately took inventory of all the money that I had and that was available to me for the next 2 weeks. I had just gotten another bonus for my office. Like they actually gave us 2 bonuses in a row. Like we didn't expect that. But because of that, I was able to buy the PlayStation, and I just went ahead and put it in the order. And then that being said, I was very depleted of funds after that, because that was a total, I think, of $455, which isn't a bad deal for a PlayStation. Because that's with tax for a bundle that comes with a game. I have to say that was actually a pretty good deal.
That's a great deal, actually.
Mm-hmm.
For a limited edition PlayStation Pro that comes with a game, and then only have to pay like a little bit extra for tax, and then I paid $22 to have it like on my door on the 29th.
It'll be on the 30th.
No. If it is, like, I will get that $22 back. But because I did not have a lot of money in my bank account, I was like, all right, well, some things need to change, and I need to sell my PlayStation. And I asked around my office, and one of my coworkers at the office was like, my son, like, he's been begging me for a PlayStation 4 like the entire holiday season. He wants to play Fortnite so bad, and every morning he wakes up, that's the first thing he talks about. Like, he's dead set on me getting it, and I just don't have the money. Like, I wasn't able to get the PlayStation Slim or whatever it was, the Spider-Man bundle that was for Black Friday.
Yeah.
She wasn't able to get that, and she said, well, I just really am worried because I don't want him to hate me because, like, I'm a single mom and I don't have a lot of money to provide for him for stuff like that. But I just don't want to be the least favorite parent because, like, single mom. And I was like, no worries. I gotcha. I'll sell you my PlayStation, a controller, and all the power cords for $75.
Should have made it 100.
I should have made it 125 to make money. Yeah. But because I felt bad, I went ahead and just made it 75 flat because I knew that it was going to be hard for her to come up with the money, and she didn't have the money for the Pro.
Aww.
I mean, not the Pro, but the Slim.
Aww.
And it did actually turn out to be very hard because she had to do whatever she had to do. She called it a side hustle. And like she ended up not doing like the side hustle. She had to borrow from a family friend the $75 to pay for the PlayStation. I was like, all right, that's cool. But
I'm glad you didn't put her business out like that down.
Yeah,
I don't know what she was doing.
Yeah.
I mean,
You leaving it to the imagination when we say that, though.
Okay, but it was reputable.
Yeah, man,
Okay.
it's already in my head what she was doing.
Out here selling art.
out here
selling
out here mowing the lawn.
Out here selling packs of Uno cards.
Packs of Uno cards. Booster packs for Uno.
Four extra draw 4s.
Ruin your life. But no, I went ahead and sold it to her, and I threw in 2 games. I threw in the PlayStation 4 Final Fantasy X and X-2 remaster, and then I threw in Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
When Horizon Zero Dawn, that game's never been.
I was like, I have no justification to keep it now. It was literal, and I'll tell you the reason. I wasn't going to give it away, but by the time I'd already wiped my PlayStation and unplugged it and everything and had to go, it was still inside the PlayStation. And I was like, I can't. I have to leave now. Let me throw this with me. So I just left it in there. I said, yeah, here you go. I gave him 2 games because, like, I told her, you're going to have to buy PlayStation Plus, and it's going to be $60, and he's going to need that to play online. Fortnite's free, but he'll need that. And he'll have to work for it himself. So, to give him something to play out of the box, here's 2 games.
Brian, that kid's not going to play Horizon. He wants to play Fortnite.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the money to play Fortnite.
Fortnite's free.
You don't need Plus to play Fortnite.
Do you not?
Nope.
No. Really?
Nope. You don't need Plus. I don't think you need Xbox Live Gold, and you do not need NSF.
Then what's the whole point?
Why
is PlayStation Plus a thing then?
No.
For other games.
They've said that from the jump, that PlayStation Plus, it was up to the developers whether or not they wanted that to happen.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's playing Fortnite and he's happy. And I made a kid's Christmas, and that was worth it. But unfortunately, because I've made a child's Christmas, I have no PlayStation 4. So I've been very reliant on YouTube and my Switch, and my 3DS. And that being said, I've been playing a lot of Smash, and I've been playing a lot of Fire Emblem Epcos, which lasted me a grand total of 5 days before I beat that again. So I'm just in dire straits of entertainment. So I started up Xenoblades again.
I can just imagine that kid opening it up. It is Horizon. What's this? Throws it across the room. That's not Fortnite.
No, his mom told
Single
me.
player. Ew.
His mom told me when he opened it, he said, "Mama, my PlayStation 4 looks different than everybody else's. I love it."
Oh.
And I was like, "That's really cool, kid." But this is like
Hush.
Yeah.
Don't ruin it.
I'm not ruining it for anybody. He's not listening to this.
You talking about the OG PS4?
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop.
He was really happy with it, and I was like, "Oh, that's
Let him be happy.
That's the innocence of a child."
My goodness.
He was actually happy, George. Like, I'm not lying. She said that he was really excited and that he was like, cool.
Good.
I wasn't trying to bring everybody down with that. He legitimately
Let it rock.
He was grateful for it and said it looked different. I was like, oh, I know why it looks different, but I'm not going to say anything.
It does not look different. If anything, it looks more of the same than everybody else.
No, because everybody else's probably has the Slim.
No. Because they really only mass-produced the Slim maybe like a year and a half ago.
They probably...
Mostly everyone's is going to look the same as his.
I'm telling you, dude, that's what he said. That's what she said. He said, I'm not questioning it. I'm not ruining it for him. I'm not doing anything. I'm glad he's having fun.
Bro, they probably all got Slim. See, I know what you about to do, but
here, let's try the test right now. Brian, what did your PS4 look like? Did it look like mine?
Oh my god.
Did it look like George's?
I don't know, Shelly. You don't have yours, so yes, it does.
Did it look like Jamie?
Let's use anecdotal evidence to prove our point.
Exactly.
Anyway.
But yeah, that's what I've been doing. Playing a lot of everything else, and that's not my PlayStation. And I consider it a palate cleanser before my main dish comes in on the 29th. So that's what I keep telling myself, because I really want to play Castlevania.
If you really want to clean your palate, you could download Power Rangers Legacy Wars.
And that'll probably spoil it, honestly.
You know, just if you were trying to distract it.
Do you need someone to play with, Shelly?
Oh, I have no trouble finding matches.
I have to say, though, I've been very thankful for my DS that I've completely abandoned. But I'll be playing Mother 3. Not Mother 3, God. I'll be playing Earthbound soon.
Yes, Mother 3.
Not Mother 3. That never came over. But yeah, that's what's been going on with my life. Lots of stuff. Not a lot of money, though.
Know the feeling.
What about you, buddy?
Nothing really. Working. Well, SmackDown's coming down here on the 15th, so I'm going to try and go to that.
There you go.
That's fun. You gonna come visit us this weekend, Shelly?
I got to work this weekend.
You can take off this weekend.
I can't.
You can.
He can't.
He can't.
But he can.
It's impossible.
I wouldn't have enough money to even do anything anyway.
Exactly. That's how I feel. Like I'm coming up here like on a prayer because like I barely have money for gas.
Like, I'm not gonna get paid again until like the 9th or the 10th.
I will be eating the free food of the wedding and then probably pocketing some of it so that I can like not go hungry this weekend. Like, we've gotten to that point. But yeah. So anyway, now that we're all done with our catch up with each other, let's move on to the news stories that we actually wanted to talk about. So first on the list,
It's guy and games. Nah, I'm just playing.
I want to talk about the fever dream that was the Souja Boy consoles.
The Souja game and the Souja game handheld, and then the Souja Boy revised the Souja game handheld.
They should have called them the Superman consoles.
Oh, he's already in enough. He's already in enough mess as it is.
Or he doesn't need to get in trouble with DC.
Or the Super Soak.
But anyway, let's talk about the rise and fall of this excellent business adventure. So let's lay it down for us, George.
Oh, I'm on? Okay.
Yes.
So, Souja Boy hopped up on Twitter. Sorry, hold on. I'm gonna use Cinema Blend's article.
Use his full name.
Yeah, no, that's why.
Souja Boy, tell them.
Rapper DeAndre Cortez, Souja Boy, tell him, boy, way. They didn't actually put that, but I had to be extra.
All right.
Made headlines near the end of the year for selling gaming consoles and handhelds known as the Souja game devices. There was a lot of immediate backlash over the devices when it was discovered they contain ROMs of popular games from major gaming publishers, and now Souja Boy has abandoned that endeavor over a possible lawsuit. Now, John Trump put up a video of this.
He sure did.
Yep. And these consoles he were trying to push, you could scoop on Amazon for what, like a fifth of the price Souja Boy was out here selling these for?
Yeah, it was like half off, basically.
Yeah, Souja Boy was like, okay, hey, I'm selling this for $200, but you get it half off, so it's $100, and on Amazon you can get it for like $25.
Mm-hmm.
And they came pre-packed with emulators and hundred of ROMs. Said both of which are available for under $200. Made around $25,000 in sales within the first 25. People bought these?
Yeah, people bought them.
That I didn't know.
His name was on it. Of course they bought them. They have a piece of history, and they are not getting those consoles.
Bought them for science.
Those orders are not being fulfilled.
It went on.
They also run at the speed of slow.
Yeah.
They don't have 2x speed?
No.
Nope.
Oh,
they have a fourth time speed.
Yep.
0.25.
Ooh. That's a quota.
Didn't they actually like put Super Smash Brothers Ultimate on it?
I don't think he actually did, but advertisement had like a screenshot photoshopped onto the handheld.
God.
Which there were two iterations of the handheld, because you had the Souja game handheld, which was that white one that they showed paired with the console. But then Souja Boy came out with the Souja Boy, which is pretty much a Game Boy.
Game Boy Advance or something, yeah.
No, not even the Advance.
Oh God.
Yeah, no, hold up.
I'll be back. Carry on with the show.
Will do, boo boo. Images.
Because I know that the white one was like a Switch, and I know that he had like one that looked like a PlayStation 4.
All right. Here we go. I hadn't tried to do this in a while. We're on screen share. My entire screen.
Oh God.
All right, here we go. So
oh, I see it.
This Xbox One looking one is the console, and then you have the Souja game handheld, which is this like Game Boy Advance Switch, bottom of a 3DS looking thing over at the top left, and then this is the Souja Boy. Comes with a free micro SD card. You already know what it is.
With all the ROMs?
Yeah.
Lord. Was that thing the Fuse like one of his consoles too?
I think this was just the image that GameRant used.
Oh, okay.
Mind you, all these consoles he pushed are like generic Chinese models you can scoop. So he may have been trying to sell it, he may have not. Regardless, somebody else somewhere owns it.
And I want to reiterate, he was very emphatic about how confident he was in his business venture.
I believe his exact words were...
And don't excuse us for explicit language and offensive language.
All right, hold on. There's a thread of tweets.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. But the gist of it was, if Nintendo was going to do something, they would have done it the first day. My console is not going anywhere. Everything I'm doing is 100% legit. Stay mad, and I'll keep getting richer. And whoever screenshotted this tweet liked it, so I'm sorry for them. And then
it was funny.
And then here we come to the infamous Nintendo ain't gonna do shit.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I want to test something because I saw a tweet about it today. I retweeted it. What was the name of his website? SoujaBoyConsole.com.
Let me see, because I got an article pulled up, but I already know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Let's see. Try that. Google the website.
I am doing just that. My internet is garbage.
All right. If you simply visit soldiergame.com, work for me.
Okay, hold.
Yeah, you need the link. It's just Soldier S-O.
Simulate.
Right. It's fine. I know you can't spell soldier.
It's soul with a J-A at the end, isn't it?
With an L-J-A. I sent it in the Hangout chat. It does in fact do the thing. For those of you,
my God.
For those of you at home who are unable to see, in addition to being forced to pull all of his consoles, the official website for the Soldier game now redirects to Nintendo's 3DS store.
So, in the biggest power move of the year,
already,
Nintendo bought, because I thought they actually bought his URL and like just cookie style, which is how Nintendo operates. No,
I mean,
like they
essentially they may as well have. Like if they didn't buy his URL, then like by terms of conditions of whatever they want him to do, it's like, hey, do this in the meantime.
They made him bend the knee.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful thing, really, because what he was doing was extremely illegal.
Yeah.
And also not recommended at all. And did this come from his people say, hey, I know a guy.
Yeah.
I can get you like rights to these consoles, quote unquote, and we can sell them. But we could sell them for like almost, what was it, like 250% more than what they cost on Amazon?
More or less, yeah.
Yeah. So we can is gouge the price the right word?
Gouge the price, yes.
Yes. So we could gouge the price up. You can make bank and not actually have anything at risk. But unfortunately for him, with a name like Souja Boy,
Tell them.
brand recognition is a guarantee. So when people caught wind of this, Nintendo caught wind of this, and then it was over before it began. So I feel bad for the people that actually bought it. You're not getting that money back. You're certainly not getting that console unless you want to buy it on Amazon.
It serves you right. It was an illegal product.
Now, Shelley, I don't know. I know you don't believe that.
Stealing is bad.
Stealing is wrong unless it's from pirates.
In which case, fuck those guys.
Because then you Robin Hood. You robbing the hood.
I mean, it's true though. It's an illegal product. It's fine as long as it doesn't have the ROMs on it.
But that, honestly, guys, is like my favorite story from the
Actually, I don't think it would have been fine anyway, because somebody else owns that, you know what I mean? It's like if you can get the same thing somewhere else, it's like, are those his? Who he been in contact with? Who put them on?
I want to know, who are his lawyers, though? Because they saved his ass. They really did. Because he totally could have, like, just bid it. And Nintendo would have hit him with that $20 million lawsuit.
His lawyers probably get paid the same amount that Rockstar got paid to... Well, no, that Rockstar paid out to make Red Dead Redemption 2 Game of the Year.
I doubt they actually like tried to sue him. They probably sent a cease and desist.
That was a great segue.
That was an excellent segue.
Why? What happened? What'd I do?
I was like, his lawyers probably got paid the same amount that Rockstar paid to make Red Dead Redemption 2 Game of the Year.
Oh. Which it, in fact, did not actually become.
Oh.
But it won every other damn category where it counted. Who won Best Music?
Well, actually, no. Red Dead won Best Music.
It did.
Anything having to do with like gameplay, Red Dead didn't win.
But everything to do with presentation.
I know Chris Judge, got Best Male Performance? Yeah?
Yeah.
No.
No?
No, they got a Best Director.
Okay, they got Best Director. Okay.
Or Best Direction, excuse me.
Yeah. I was like, God of War got something, but I was trying to remember what it was.
I don't know who got a Best Male Lead.
It got Best Action Adventure.
Who got Best Male Lead? Or Best Performance?
The guy from Red Dead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that game had been out for, I don't know, like less than a month. And these people are like, yep, just.
It's because we like to yeehaw out here, brother.
Yeah, we like to yeehaw down here.
What were the awards for Smash?
Smash came out the night of the Game Awards. Shelley. I think that was a moot point.
You're telling me Smash couldn't have beat?
In fact, it came out so on the night of the Game Awards that they announced DLC at the Game Awards.
Okay, yeah. God of War got Game of the Year Best Direction, and then Red Dead got Best Narrative, Best Music, Best Audio Design, Best Performance, Best Hentai.
I still don't agree with Best Audio Design.
Yeah, I had to go back and pull the results. I actually thought Red Dead Redemption 2 had won Game of the Year because it won so much other stuff.
I mean, it's just weird that it would win all that stuff and then not win Game of the Year.
Subliminal messaging. I was like, it got all that, so it must be.
No.
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing.
They did know what they were doing. Pour one out for my man, Spidey.
Did Spider-Man get anything?
Nope.
No.
That's a shame, because that's a good game.
I'm glad Celeste won Best Indie. I think I called that.
Yeah, that was going to happen.
I think also, what else is on here that I called? I didn't think Dead Cells would get Best Action Game. I thought Dead Cells would be like hella close with Celeste for Best Indie. But the fact that it won Best Action over Shooters and Mega Man 11, I'm like, okay.
I don't think Mega Man 11 was going to have the staying power that they wanted. It was fun, but it wasn't like okay.
Monster Hunter World winning Best RPG was kind of out there for me.
Okay, I get that though. I really do. Like I'll hand it to Monster Hunter. But yeah, I get it. I get.
But I'm like Ni no Kuni 2, DQ11, Pillars of Eternity 2,
Octopath.
Sure.
Get Octopath out of here.
I love Octopath. It's a great game.
DBFC won Best Fighting Game, as we thought it would.
And it also got pulled from tournaments the same
we
month.
We gonna talk about that.
Okay.
You skimming ahead.
What else happened?
Overcooked 2 took Best Family Game.
That okay, whatever. I'll take it. That doesn't make any sense to me, but all right.
Fortnite got Best Multiplayer, and not sure why Sea of Thieves got nominated.
Overwatch got Best like ongoing game.
Yeah. Wait. Let me see. Go Onger. Fortnite. Fortnite got Best Ongoing.
Really?
Over Overwatch, but Overwatch got Best Esports.
Okay, that's what it was.
Sonic Fox won Best Esports Player, and that speech was phenomenal.
That speech was great. I loved it.
I'm black, I'm gay, I'm a furry, I'm pretty much everything Republicans hate.
Peace. Hey, Show Enough did Peace Out, too.
Shouted out my boy DeKill Sage.
Ooh.
Glad Taquito was nominated. They didn't want him up there.
Well, one day you'll be nominated, George. We'll make it happen.
Mm-mm.
We'll make it happen. You're going to go up there on stage and be like, I want to thank the Academy.
Mr. Ninja, I don't play with women on my streams who aren't my wife because people are going to start talking about me. Got Content Creator of the Year.
Well, yeah, because
he's not wrong.
He played with Drake. Did anybody know who he was before Drake?
Not particular. Well, I didn't
know who Drake was before Degrassi.
Look.
No.
Okay, so I didn't know that. I didn't know Best Esports Moment was a thing because there was nothing listed, and they got Sonic Fox switching sides against Goichi at Evo Grand Finals for DBFZ as one of the moments. And no lie, kind of sad that didn't make it just for kicks.
I mean, yeah.
Oh God, I'll ice my own mama if it meant winning Evo Grand Finals. Okay. Yeah. More or less, that was it for the Game Awards. Congrats to God of War and then Red Dead, I guess.
Congrats. We're sorry, Spider-Man. You did the absolute best you could. It was a fantastic game.
Red Dead won Best JRPG.
Exactly.
We out here yeehawing, brother. All right.
It's the Wild Wild West. So we already really talked about my KH3 loot.
Yeah, we did.
But I would like to reiterate and just go into detail about what I'm getting. So what I did get the Kingdom Hearts limited edition PlayStation 4 Pro. So basically, what comes with that and what makes it like different from other PlayStation 4s or Pros is that it has like a leathery finish apparently with the decals that are on the side of it, and it's just like a bunch of like Kingdom Hearts shit and symbols and whatnot, which is all fine and good. It comes with like its own custom controller, which is actually fantastic because I need a new controller anyway because my blue one's kind of like funking out on me. And then it comes with a copy of the game, a physical copy, which is the best part. And then you also get access to the PlayStation GameStop exclusive pre-order bonus. Or no, it's a digital pre-order bonus for PlayStation. And you get like a different skin of like the Starseeker Keyblade or whatever. With like the PlayStation buttons at the bottom and whatnot. And nothing like major, but it's just a little thing. And that all being said, the reason why I bought this, which is what I wanted to talk about the most, when you were talking about performance-wise and worrying about DMC5, is because I read right before I bought it, because I really wanted this just to have it because I wanted a Pro to begin with, but I knew that if I was going to get a Pro, I may as well buy the one that came with Kingdom Hearts 3, right? Right. So I was reading online because I was really kind of debating whether or not I should just dump like $500 almost into this, and apparently, like, my decision was sound because I read afterwards that the game itself has, like, I think a 40 or 50 gigabyte size on the PlayStation, and that it is basically locked at 30 frames per second if it's not the Pro. And the Pro is the one that gets, like, the it can run faster. I don't think it's quite 60. If I remember correctly, it may actually be 60, just because it's the PlayStation 4 Pro. But
okay.
It does not have, like, the frame rate issues that people were worrying about, because that was a problem with 0.2, is that it wasn't quite 60 frames per second, but it definitely had dips in there, and it compensated it as well as it could to make it look like it was 60, but it was not true 60 frames per second. And it had a lot of performance issues when a lot of things were happening on screen sometimes. And I don't know if all of those got patched out. But basically the game's running not quite marginally better on the Pro, but it does run like a significant amount better on that console. And I just decided that, like, it's fine. Like, I don't have to cancel this. Like, I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to have a Pro, and I'll be able to play my other games that I already have a little bit more enhanced with better performance. Except Horizon Zero Dawn, because I don't have that anymore. But it's on sale often enough that I can just buy it again.
Yeah, it's on sale right now, matter of fact.
Exactly. But yeah, I'm excited. I think that, I said this before, but being without a PlayStation and waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be tough, but it's going to be a cleansing of the palate. And once I get that Pro and I, like, get all my shit back on it, because that was a problem too, because I had to look for storage space because I didn't have the money to sink into, like, a second external hard drive to, like, that would fit, like, all my PlayStation, like, data and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to re-download all my digital games, but that's fine. I can do that, like, as I go, because obviously I'll be playing Kingdom Hearts 3. But I did get, like, I ended up borrowing a flash drive that had, like, a lot of memory so that I could, like, copy my settings, my accounts, and my save data and stuff like that, so that I didn't have to, like, pull it. Now, I could have pulled the save data from the cloud, but whatever. I did need it for my settings and, like, a whole bunch of other stuff in, like, my capture gallery, which is what I wanted to keep. So now we get to see all those glitches one day on YouTube. But anyway, that's basically it for that. But speaking of Kingdom Hearts 3, and George, you will be happy to accompany me on this conversation topic if you would. But in the month of December, I don't know what day it was, because I've since forgotten, but there have been a multitude of leaks for Kingdom Hearts 3 because, well, let's see. I think it was the 17th or the 18th. Whatever week I came up to see Nathan.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 3 was stolen from a warehouse or a manufacturer, basically, by an employee that had connections to the mob in North Carolina. And what he did is he basically sold the copies for $100 or more, depending on like what they were willing to bid. But I think 100 was the starting price. And I think he ended up selling 2 or 3 of them. And then he had a total of 10 copies, I think, in all. But only 2 or 3 actually got out. But the second that the leaks showed up, because basically what he did is he did this all on Facebook Marketplace. So all of his personal details were available. The fandom was in an uproar, and it was burning down to the ground at that point because people were freaking out about spoilers at the end of the game and whatnot. Yada, yada, yada. They found him. They found his name. They found his address. They had his number. And stuff like that. They reported him to Disney, to Square Enix, like their anti-piracy division. I think, I'm not sure if this actually happened. I don't know if a police report was filed on him or not, but regardless, he was arrested. I think either not the following day, but the day after.
Yeah.
We got word that he was actually arrested. And it caused enough of an uproar in the fandom and on Twitter that Nomura himself, like, and Square Enix, they released a statement saying that, you know,
hey guys, sorry.
Let me pull this up. I have to read this.
Hey guys, sorry that happened, but it'll be all right.
Okay, release a statement only.
In the meantime, what's up, Shelly?
Yeah. Well,
waiting for him to go pull this up.
You know what? All you Kingdom Hearts people are a bunch of snitches.
I don't think they're snitches at this point. They're ravenous dogs, but
you're ravenous snitches. This guy went and got games for y'all.
I don't think he got it for
out
us.
of the bottom of his heart.
No, I think he wanted money for weed.
Help you get a game early.
No.
And you rat him out.
Yep.
Y'all will never get another Kingdom Hearts game ever again.
Okay. Okay, so I got the statement. So this was on the 15th of December. So this all happened on the 14th, I think. So we're aware of that a small portion of Kingdom Hearts 3 has been circulating online before its official release. We're also aware as to how this all happened.
Yeah, there you go.
We're sorry to see this cause concern amongst our fans who are excited for the release. The whole team has been working together since yesterday night, Japan time, to investigate what we can do to better the situation. But first, we would like to ask that you do not share these videos. The game's epilogue and secret movie, which are the biggest spoilers in this game, are planned to be released at a later date just in case, so they will not be shown before the game's release. We want everybody to be able to equally experience the full game after its release, so we ask for your continued support on this matter. We're also very grateful that our fans have been warning each other already about the spoilers. Thank you very much. We're 1 month out from the release. Let's enjoy the game together when it releases on January 29th, 2019. So, what we could take away from that is that Nomura plays 5D chess on the reg, has an enormous amount of precognition and common sense to anticipate that the game was going to leak like supremely early. And I think last month he actually said something, or it may have been like back in October, but he mentioned that he was thinking about like making the secret movie DLC. And I think once the game went gold, he went ahead and decided to actually do that before it went gold, because it went gold like a month and a half before the release of the game. So there's a good chance that the full game could have leaked. Yeah. And it did. So good on him for doing that. Also, we can also take away that Disney lawyers and the Mouse Brigade are terrifying, and that they found this man and they have him chained up in a basement somewhere. But yeah, so basically the state of the fandom has just been that, you know, the people who got the early copies have been leaking stuff slowly and steadily. And one guy in particular, I won't give his Twitter handle because I think he's been banned already, but basically he said that I'm not going to post any story spoilers, but I'm going to post like tiny bits and pieces. So basically like tutorials, small like gameplay segments, boss fights. I don't know the specifics, obviously, because I haven't looked at any of them. I know that the title screen leaked and the full opening leaked, and there is a version of Dearly Beloved out there for Kingdom Hearts 3 that's floating around. I haven't listened to because I want that to be special. If I didn't want it to be special, I would have already listened to it because that excites me. But basically, if you're not just now hearing about this, or if you've been aware but you're really nervous about it, stay off of YouTube. Or if you do go on YouTube, stay in your subscriber tab on YouTube and never go to your front page or your recommended page. Because that is the best way that you can avoid spoilers at this point. Because
I haven't seen any spoilers. I'm going everywhere on YouTube. I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you for real actively looking for them?
No,
because Ryan, my best friend,
you have to be actively looking for this.
That's the point, though, Shelly. If you watch Kingdom Hearts content, the algorithm on YouTube is eventually going to put them in your hand, and we don't want that. The thumbnails are spoilers of themselves.
It's fine. Just close your eyes.
Exactly, and just not watch YouTube.
No, still watch YouTube, but close your eyes.
But Ryan, my friend, like he's been looking at them, sort of, not like gameplay bits, but like other things that he's been like looking at them, like as far as like the story spoilers that have leaked. I think that he's been like examining to see like which ones are fake and which ones are real in his opinion, and some I think he's found that may be legit, but once again he doesn't tell me about any of them. He just like will say like no, it's ridiculous, and then he'll be like my guy to go to because he doesn't care, I don't think, as much about being spoiled as I do, but he still wants to experience the game. But be safe out there. We've got literally 28 days left. God, that feels good to say. But it's been a wild ride for the fandom, and people are freaking out still every now and then. So just take it with a grain of salt. The leaks are only going to get worse from here on out. More people will be like breaking street date like the closer we get. Once the 25th hits and it releases officially in Japan, I'm going dark. I will be talking to you two. I will be on Facebook, like specifically just Facebook, because I don't have anybody that would be posting Kingdom Hearts stuff on there that I am friends with. And I will not be doing anything.
I need to get on some Kingdom Hearts fan pages.
Shelly, I would actually
gotta face your fears.
By the way, that song bops.
It does.
That song is amazing, and fuck anybody that hates it.
Go face your fears.
That's okay.
Face those spoilers.
I don't hate people that hate the song. I just think that you don't have good taste. That's it. But yeah, that's it for that.
And for all you people who snitched, you better watch your backs.
All right, so I'll go on record saying this because that actually does bring up a point. This fandom is terrifying. I'm glad that I am on the good side of this fandom because this is the first fandom that I've ever seen, like besides the Smash fandom, that is just absolutely like borderline psychotic, and not always in a good way. But I think that at the heart of it, like everybody, like this time around, like doesn't want to be spoiled. I think beforehand, like people have not really cared if they got spoiled or not on the games, and they were looking for anything that they could. But I think for Kingdom Hearts 3, like the circumstances have changed, and I think I'm impressed with like the sense of unity and community there is in this community. But it's also terrifying, and I think that some people have taken it a little bit too far. But I do think that reporting him to the anti-piracy departments was the right thing to do. I just feel bad for him going to jail over a video game with Disney characters in it. I think that's a little bit shameful.
Well, no, he's going to jail because he sold that. He didn't buy it, so I mean, it wasn't his copy.
No, he stole it. Like that's one of the reasons, but also, it's because it was, Disney property that was not readily available to the public. Like that's classified material.
Oh, Disney doesn't give a fuck about that.
Yes, they do.
No,
They do.
No, they don't.
They do.
No, they don't.
I promise you, they do.
No, they don't.
All right, well, we'll talk about it later.
Does it have Marvel in it? Does it have Star Wars in it? Does that? They don't care.
Okay. But I started watching Titans with Shelly. Finally.
Hey.
Well, he's seen the first 2 episodes.
I like it. I just have not had time or energy to watch more of it recently. Which I could probably watch some with you if you're free after the podcast. We can watch an episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like Titans. I'm glad that I started watching it. Young Justice is about to be available, so I will definitely be watching that with you. So I'm excited, and a review will be forthcoming because I think it's ended already, hasn't it?
What, Titans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over for now. But that being said, another big thing that happened in December was the release of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And that was a huge event.
Yeah, it was.
And after the game leaked 2 weeks before release and people had already been playing, like everybody else got their hands on it. And do you enjoy the game, George?
Of course I do.
Do you think that it's fair and balanced?
Yeah.
I do too.
I mean, within reason. It's not going to be, balancing is something of a myth. But, it's not god-awful. There are no hella polarizing matchups. And, I mean, even so, it's still too early in the game's meta to decide.
Exactly. All I know about the meta is that Bayonetta has been hit hard. And that King K. Rool actually is top of the ladder.
Yeah.
Basically. But, who are you maining right now, besides Link?
I got a team of 6. So it's like, Link, Young Link, Daisy and Ken, Incineroar, and then I picked Robin back up from Smash 4.
Let's see. I'm working on a few people. Number 1 would be Richter. And Richter solely because, Richter. Because I played Castlevania right before I got this game, so I was really excited to play him. And then I'm really enjoying Diddy Kong and Corrin. I main Bowser. Along with Richter, and then Zero Suit Samus still. Not as much as I was though. Like Zero Suit Samus feels a lot different from Smash 4, and I can't really put like a finger on like what it is, but I'm not. She's not as stable as what I remember. She's very fast, and I have a lot of issues like with controlling like distance and whatnot. And like making sure that I don't like accidentally go off the edge. But I like Dark Samus, honestly. I really do like Dark Samus. I think that she's floaty, but I think that Samus and Dark Samus have both like gotten a lot better than past titles, apparently. From what I've read, specifically Charge Shot, I think that that's like the one that's like really good in this game, for whatever reason. And I just like the way that Dark Samus moves and feels, and that's been fun. I'll probably work on her, but those are my people that I'm playing with the most right now. But I am interested in seeing about Pac-Man and Duck Hunt, just because I never played them in the other game.
I feel. Someone was at a tournament recently showing out with Pac-Man, a bunch of people have just kind of been outwitted all over the place with characters. I've been trying not to. I don't know. I've been trying not to throw myself in too much until like now, 2019, because I wanted to take some time to enjoy the game and just play it and work from the shadows before subjecting myself to the fate that I can't avoid.
I think I'm interested to see what ends up happening about like 2 months from now, because eventually there are going to be some balance patches, I think. There already was, technically, but we don't know what happened. And that was like the day after. So I think that was just more bug fixes than anything else. But I'm happy with the game. I really enjoy playing it. I play as Bowser the most, if not Richter, during like normal play, and then Dark Samus. But online's garbage, usually. When I say by that, what I mean by that is like the online itself isn't garbage, but it's really not cool when you get like a lot of matches that like are usually congruent to like what you would play as a character, but then you get like really stupid matches with like custom rules with people who are abusing the system just to get wins. I think what happened to me recently? Just basically like people turning on like exclusive, like a high rate of like Pokemon balls or something like that, and then like the whatever it is, the wind bellows or whatever, that item. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The Gust Bellows. Yeah,
Gust Bellow. Something like where that exclusively comes out, and then they're being a dick about like pushing you off the stage. Like that ruins the experience for me a little bit, because like you never know. Like it doesn't tell you what the rules are before a match starts. And it doesn't give you an option to opt out.
You have to set your own preferred ones, and then like 1.20, they modified the algorithm so it would like prioritize your own instead of you just having to coin flip it. But honestly, you're still coin flipping it.
Yeah, and I don't really see a difference.
Yeah, no. My understanding is that at best, once you get enough GSP and you can make it to Elite, it's kind of better, but I think you still suffer from some of the same. I didn't do enough looking into Elite, because like the second I saw the online, I was immediately just like, well, no. But even Elite has a few problems of its own, and because GSP is part of how you make it in and make it out, it's really not a fair standard, because GSP is based on like the characters you're using. And so when you win Global Smash Power, amassing to like you and that particular characters and other players using that character. It also doesn't help that Elite matches, how they're going to determine. It won't be the end-all be-all, but it'll be one of the ways they determine how to balance the game. And I'm like, I don't know about all that.
I don't have a good enough internet connection to like really play online often. Like that's just me. Like when I play online, I play with like co-op with Ryan when I go over to his place, and we have fun together. But it's not an optimal system. What I would recommend personally is I would like an option to be able to see what rules you're going up against when you go into a room, instead of just like you figuring it out as it happens. And the option to leave a lobby once you're in there. I feel like that would be fair. And then you just try again. But it's not unplayable, but it's just not ideal. And it can lead to some really frustrating things happening. So, online's not great, but the rest of the game is really fun. I beat World of Light 100%ed it.
Yikes.
It's Not hard to 100%. Really tedious. And if there's like a fight that you really don't like you could just put it to easy. And just deal with it that way. But there are that are like ridiculous. The Dr. Wily fight and those two brothers from that WarioWare game where you can't be caught by mom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one and the Dr. Wily fights are probably the worst one in World of Light, in my opinion. But enough of that. Let's talk about something fun.
Well, let us consult the list. Let's see. We already talked about selves. Oh yeah. So the same weekend you came to visit was met with some less than favorable news. It was when I had seen the video that the Super Best Friends had decided to call it quits.
I was with you when you found that out, wasn't I?
It was right before we went over to Nathan's to meet up with y'all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So
but it didn't end on like a bad note though, right?
It did end on a bad note.
Did?
Yes.
Oh, I thought that they were just like, you know what? Look, we're cool.
No.
We'll bow out of this gracefully.
No.
Okay, well, I was wrong and misinformed. What happened?
Yeah. There are no specifics, only rumors, but the gist of it is Matt and Pat are no longer friends. And that, along with Lord knows what else, I hadn't been tracking too much because a lot of it on my Twitter feed has been everybody being like, "It's sad to see y'all go. Thank y'all," you know. Because this ended on a bad note, it's everybody trying to keep it lighthearted.
Yeah.
So they're sending good vibes to everybody and stuff like that. But like one rumor was that while they were doing like recording for Smash Ultimate or something like that, Matt and Pat got into it and it escalated from there. And this and that, something another. On the last podcast, Matt wasn't there. But it was because I think he had to go see like his mother in the hospital or something. So, but I think all the same, whether he would have been there or not, because of what was going on, I don't know. Wooly started a podcast himself recently, and I think on the third episode, I hadn't gotten to it yet, but in the description, it's like, I read stuff from people, and we talk about stuff to kind of prevent it from setting in. Yeah, talk to people about failure to prevent it from setting in. And I didn't know if he was talking about, talk about failure to prevent failure from setting in, or, we talk about failure to prevent recent events from setting in, because my friends who had been listening to his podcast were like, he wasn't sounding too good. But yeah, people tried to reach out to Liam. Liam was a fourth member who had left some 2 years ago now, something like that, and he was like, look, don't ask me nothing. I've been gone. Obviously I don't know. And chill. The way he went about it was kind of oof, which I could understand, because like when a bunch of people are hounding you for some stuff that you're not even really involved with, of course you're gonna jump back. So he was like, I apologize for how that might have come off, but understand this has been over for me for a while now. But thank you all the same for like coming back to me and letting me know that I made your 1 or 2 years or however long with the content that I brought.
I'm sorry that it had to end on that note.
Yeah.
And I know that it meant something to a lot of people. That it was what popularized a lot of things.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yakuza for sure.
Yes.
But I mean, they're still doing stuff. each one of them, and I mean including Liam, who has already had his own stuff for a bit, each one of them has their own stream and their own YouTube channel. And Pat and Wooly are still doing podcasts instead of Super Best Friend Cast. Now they're doing a Castle Super Beast, I think it's called, but they have yet to release an episode. You know, pretty sure we're still waiting on the smoke to clear. And so, you know, lighter flick, pour one out for the homies.
It happens. Well, who saw Spider-Verse?
Yo, bruh.
I did not.
Movie is godlike.
How godlike is it?
Man,
No spoilers.
It's good from start to finish. And when I say start to finish, I don't mean the beginning of the movie to the end of the movie. I mean from the second previews are over, because ain't nobody trying to watch those, all the way past the credits into the post-credit scene. Movie is phenomenal in terms of art style, in terms of soundtrack, character interactions, just...
So the dialogue's good.
I love it. The dialogue is good.
It's not like sappy and superhero.
Yeah. Also, underlying the message that the movie tries to convey is just memes for days, but not like we picked a bunch of popular memes and tried to shoehorn them in, like Spider-Man memes, like references to all Spider-Man media, including, you know, the Sam Raimi trilogy, just everything all over.
How did that go?
Lovely. I'm gonna tell you right now, it was a lot of me just going like, "Oh my God, is that? Oh my God, is that?" And Caitlin just kind of looking at me like, "Okay." And then post-credit scene, I laughed so hard, I cried, and I continued to laugh even after stuff was done. Caitlin was like ready to get up and just leave me sitting there in the theater laughing. Like as a,
I need to see this movie.
As some, I mean, and I can't say for sure whether like y'all will enjoy it as much as I do, but like,
I mean, I love Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, love the Spider-Man like I do. Like that movie. That movie was what I needed to see.
Well, I'm glad that it meant something to you, and I'm glad that they're doing something good from Sony that's Spider-Man related.
Yeah, apparently, jeez, I don't know. Somebody on Twitter posted something about it. I don't know. The creative team and everything like took a gamble, and it God, it paid off. It really did pay off.
Let's see. Well, moving on from that, because I do want to see it. I really do want to see it. I haven't had the time, and I haven't had the girlfriend to do it with, because she's been gone for like 3 weeks. So I was kind of waiting to do anything like movies until she got back. And I do want to see that, though. Also want to see Aquaman.
Aquaman!
But first things first.
Does she like anime?
I know.
Yeah.
Not that she doesn't like it, she just doesn't watch it.
Does she like cartoons?
Yes.
So how does she not like anime?
She doesn't watch anime.
But she watches cartoons.
Shelly, I'm working on it, okay? I know what I'm doing.
But anime are cartoons.
This is true.
Shelly, I know. I know, Shelly.
It's in the name.
Shelly, it's Japanese cartoons.
No, it's cartoons.
Cartoon.
Network.
What is this about Grand Blue Fantasy Versus? Is that the fighting game that Arxis is working on?
Yes, it is. So
I don't want it.
Huh?
I don't want it.
That's fine. I mean, I don't play a lot of Grand Blue Fantasy, so I say a lot of Grand Blue. I don't play Grand Blue Fantasy at all. Grand Blue Fantasy is a gacha game.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I can't. I just can't. Every time I think about all the money I've dumped into Unchained Key, like I just shudder. Like, I don't think I had a gambling problem.
Yeah.
But it was borderline going to be a problem if I kept doing what I was doing, and I caught it early. I say early, but enough. But yeah, apparently this is the one that like was keeping ArcSys from working on a P5 Arena. Supposedly,
yeah, it's speculated that them working on Grand Blue Fantasy Versus is holding up, P5 Arena, which I mean makes sense because they ArcSys is doing a lot right now, even though it doesn't seem like it because it's all announced at different times and they're all not speaking on anything. But let's see, at Evo, they announced that Daisuke Shibutari is working on something Guilty Gear, and nobody knows whether that is, Rev 4 or Guilty Gear X4 or just straight up Guilty Gear 4, whatever. Nobody knows what it is. That same Evo. That same Evo, they announced a 5th franchise coming to Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. And with that 5th franchise, people speculated the Season 2 also, since you still have a lot of characters missing from the 4 franchises.
Yeah.
Then you have P5 Arena, which we understood way back when Atlas registered for P5U, and when Mori said that initially BB Tag sales would kind of flow into and depend on P5U, but then it turned into less of a if and more of a when. Then Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Then we were originally supposed to get a DBFZ announcement at Jump Festa. I'm going to talk about that later on too. It's a bunch of stuff that's just
some weird stuff's going on with that game.
There's weird stuff going on with that game. But yeah, no, a lot of things ArcSys is trying to work on the low, and it actually has me concerned for like the release order or like anticipated plans for all of this.
Are you done with that topic?
Yeah,
I thought there was going to be more.
ArcSys is just doing the most. Like, and I don't know, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus looks good. They said it's going to be like not heavily combo oriented, but not necessarily to mean like a simple 1-button, 2-button game, but more in the vein of like Street Fighter 2, where combos were maybe like 2 or 3 hits. You get a jump in, you get one normal, you get a special, and you focus more on fundamentals and footsies.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
So positioning.
Yeah.
I appreciate simple fighting games. Now, on the subject of P5 Arena and P5 in general, as we've learned, as of I think, what was it, yesterday? Or the day before. There have been several trademarks announced for P5 related content. P5 being Persona 5.
Yeah.
Like P5R, and then just a bunch of other stuff that I won't go over here because I don't know them all.
I got you. Okay, because I forgot I put that.
But yeah, so we got the tease for whatever P5R is, and people are anticipating that it's an enhanced re-release, like P4 Golden was. I don't really understand why it would be that, but whatever.
Yeah, man, P5 Reloaded.
I don't get it. Like, I think they already have like a game, not game of the year, but like an Ultimate Edition, so I don't know what it would be. I saw some speculation that they hope that they put Hifumi in as a 6th Phantom Thief.
Man.
Which, I mean, would make it would work. Like, if they could put Marie into P4, like, I think they can do that. But I don't know. I just I don't know what it'll be. I know that there was some drama about like it not confirming immediately that it was going to be on the Switch and just on the PlayStation 4. But we don't even know what game it is. We don't know like with the scope of it, like if it does release on the Switch.
I'm at the mindset now that P5R is a racing game.
Yeah, like it could just be legitimately anything, and we have no idea. And we don't need to assume that we know what it is, because if we assume, we're going to get disappointed. Like when I assumed that Phantom Pain would be a complete game. But I'm interested. I'm not as excited for P5 content as I used to be. I still think that PlayStation 5. I still think that Persona 5 is a fantastic game, and I stand by what I said of it being the best RPG that I've played since Kingdom Hearts 2. But I think that a lot of that hype and experience with it, and just the franchise in general, has kind of been oversaturated for me. I've gotten a lot of Persona content in regards to Persona 5 like, very quickly.
Yeah.
And it's kind of wearing me down on my enjoyment of the product. Does that make sense?
I think I get it. Yeah.
Like, specifically dancing all night or whatever. That I don't want the Persona 5 version. I'm those characters. The Persona 3 characters. And also has a better soundtrack. But we just need to be patient and see what happens. And if it comes to Switch, that's great, because the Switch deserves an RPG like that.
Well, I mean, that was what I was going to get at, because like the second it was like PS4, P5R, everybody was immediately like, all right, PS4, not Switch, suck it. And it's like, Atlas registered 6 domains now. Because there was P5, P5D, P5U, P5R, which D is dancing. P5U is P5 Arena, because for Persona 4 Arena in Japanese, it was like Persona 4 The Ultimate and Mayanaka Arena, so it was P4U. So if we're to follow suit, you know, D is the dance game, P5U is the fighting game, P5R, okay, that's coming out on PS4. But recently, we also got, what was it, P5S, P5M, and P5B? So now we're just...
Persona Mobile.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just... If it's not P5R, whatever that is, if that is like an enhanced version of the game, then it will be a port of the base game that'll be on the Switch. That's my mind at this point. It will come to the Switch in some capacity. Just maybe not like Persona 4 Golden or something like that. Now, should Persona 4 Golden come to the Switch? Yes. Do it. Please. I don't want to play my Vita anymore. I'm tired. It's tired. Give it a rest.
Oh yeah, also PQ2. Forgot about that.
Also, why not port Final Fantasy VIII while you're at it? Like, let's do that for me.
You know why.
Because they're remaking it.
Oh no, I wasn't gonna say all that.
I was. That's like my secret, like, deepest, darkest wish is that it'll get a full-scale 3D remake. And I say full-scale, saying like in the vein of like Final Fantasy IV, like DS or something like that. Not like Final Fantasy VII remake. Oh, but God, if you could imagine. That would be so good. Also, the Avengers project has not been announced yet. I was really scared. This is an aside, by the way, but I was really scared. At the Game Awards, they announced Ultimate Alliance 3, which is a Square Enix property. And I was terrified that that was actually the Avengers project that they were working on, but it is not. So, yes. Yes,
Good, because that game looks like trash.
Not that it looks like trash, it just doesn't look high-end. But it'll probably still be fun.
Yeah, trash.
It's also a Switch exclusive, which... okay. Let's see how long that lasts.
I mean, it'll sell.
Oh, no, I just want to see how long it lasts.
It'll last because it'll sell.
Because I don't see why they would only limit it to the Switch, in my opinion. Unless they just...
Oh wait, you talking about the Avengers project?
No, not the Avengers project. I'm talking about Ultimate Alliance.
You started with the Avengers project, and then I had to type a message, and so I didn't know if you backtracked or not.
Yeah, I'm talking about Ultimate Alliance not being on PlayStation.
Honestly, you want my opinion?
What?
You want to ask for it?
Wait, was that to me or to what Brian said?
Both.
Dang, son.
Ow.
It was what Brian said.
Okay. Honestly, it's probably exclusive right now because it took less time to put out.
So you're saying we'll get a beefier version later?
Yeah.
Okay. And I mean, that makes perfect sense. Because they'll probably just bundle it like all in one and just be like, buy this game. All our other games too.
Yeah.
To justify it being full price. But yeah. That is a thing, and I am a little bit excited about it. I won't buy it immediately, but I sure will give it a try. Because I love those games. Let's see. So next on the topics list, we're going to talk about the One Punch Man Season 2 trailer. And oh boy. Oh boy. Are we all on the same page here? Did everybody watch it?
Is this the trailer from like a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
Okay. I was making sure there wasn't a new one.
It looks bad. And I don't mean like One Punch Man plot-wise is bad. Like a One Punch Man's plot is just kind of okay in general, but the anime looks bad. And just it looks worrisome, and it could just be the way that they cut the trailer.
I'm pretty sure it's just the way they cut the trailer.
It could just be that they're not done with everything yet, and that they're just fine-tuning everything, which I don't understand why they would be doing it like that, because they've already released one episode of the anime. But
Brian, don't you know how long it takes to animate an episode?
A week.
Don't you know how long it takes to? Don't you know how long it takes to animate a good episode?
At least 3 weeks.
There you go. Isn't Madhouse still doing it?
No.
Madhouse is not doing it?
No.
Who's doing it?
Madhouse isn't doing it.
Who's doing it then?
I don't know. Let me look it up.
Go look it up.
Okay. I just know that it's not Madhouse.
Don't drop a bomb and not sweep up after. Like, come on now. JC staff.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
That's why it looked bad.
Wait, don't they do... Wait, do they do... Wait.
I have a list up if you want to know.
Who does JC staff do?
Data Live. Certain Magical Index 3.
Okay.
Schoolgirl Strikers. The heck is that? Oh,
This is actually what it sounds like.
they did Food Wars: The Third Plate.
Oh, that's why I see JC stuff from.
I don't know if Third Plate means season 3. Oh, Prison School, Shimonetta.
Okay, I like Shimonetta.
Do you like how Shimonetta looks?
Yeah, it's alright.
Okay. You're like, I like Shimonetta. Is like, Brian, I'm pretty sure we all like Shimonetta. We've been to the Funimation Peep Show. Do you like how Shimonetta looks?
Okay, here's the thing. The way that Shimonetta looks is good for like the chill things for One Punch Man. I don't know how the fight scenes are gonna turn out because this is like gonna be like it's One Punch Man. It's fight heavy.
They did
this season in particular is gonna have a lot of disgusting moments. So
they did Toradora.
Okay, my point still stands.
Revolutionary Girl Utena, which I didn't know they did that.
I don't remember Toradora's fight scenes being particularly, stellar.
I've never seen Toradora, so
I watched
fight scenes.
I saw like 3 episodes.
No,
they weren't on video games.
Shelly, you watched the whole thing with me and Sloan.
Wait, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing.
Yeah, you watched the whole episode, the whole anime with me.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like me.
Yeah, it was you. You watched it with me and Sloan.
Are you sure it wasn't another black guy?
No, Shelly, it was not the other black guy that lived in our apartment.
Are you sure? Because you seem to have forgot what I look like.
Shelly, we're not talking about this on stream.
The other black guy that lived in... Wait, Ray?
No!
Yeah.
We didn't have anybody living junior year.
Oh, this man forgot what I look like. He saw a picture of me that wasn't the one in the pink beard, and he was like,
Shelly, if you updated and like showed your fake face like more than once every 3 years, I might be able to keep track of how you look as the time goes on. If you don't do that, I won't recognize you because there's too many drastic changes happening. I'm not a bad friend. You just don't show me your face. God damn it.
Or you're just trying to make America great again.
Shut up!
All right, then.
We are not going down this road.
We deleted that episode.
We did. Oh, we live in Alabama.
Yeah, we do. Oh my God!
No, we live in a society.
This old man walked into the McDonald's today, and he was so proud wearing his "Make America Great Again" hat.
Oh, did he like brag about it? It was like, look at my hat.
He was walking around like, look at my hat. Look at my trucker hat.
Well, here's hoping that go ahead.
I know I can't. Not on the stream.
All right, good. Here's hoping that JC staff can carry that weight.
I hope that they can do it.
I mean, I like the way that the food looked in Food Wars.
I mean,
yeah, but that's not a fight scene, Joe.
Hey! There's lots of intense stares going on there.
I mean, here's my thing. Anybody can make it look good if they got enough money. So
that's
the budget,
not true.
Most studios can make it look good if they got enough money. So if the budget is there, let's hope the budget is there. That's it.
Berserk had plenty of money.
Let's hope the budget is there.
They should just let Ufotable do it.
Oh God, no.
Foldable table? Anyway.
Did you just make a joke?
Yes, yeah. I did.
Oh, okay.
On the subject of animation, Castlevania showrunner Adi Shankar is dipping into the Debutu May Cry.
Yeah, that actually is a thing, and he's very interested in doing it, and he announced that he would be doing it.
I don't know how I feel.
I'll watch it. I don't know if it'll be like
he did an interview with somebody, and I'm trying to remember who he did the interview with, but old girl was saying like, yeah, I really like Virgil as a character, and he just kind of almost condescendingly was like, yeah, I bet you thought Thanos was a good guy too. And I'm like, okay.
I bet you thought Griffith did nothing wrong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's what that sounds like to me. That honestly,
let's not shadow the fact that Virgil's actually a good character.
Yeah.
Good person, questionable. I mean, he's motivated.
I appreciate what he does with animation. I really want him to do a Berserk adaptation, but I want it to be.
He wants to do a Berserk adaptation.
I know he did. I was on that shit. But I want him to do a faithful adaptation. I don't want him to do his Castlevania 3. Let me just write out a character adaptation.
Who did he write out? Because I did not play 3.
I think like a ninja or some dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think I know who he wrote out because I was on the Castlevania wiki, just like fooling around.
Yeah.
The other day, and I read some stuff from what was 3's subtitle? Dracula's Curse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was doing some reading about that, and I saw that there was a character that I obviously didn't see in that their series, but I wanted to be sure.
But
you guys never
Grant Dynasty? No?
Beg pardon?
Who?
I'm looking at a character list, and these are the
yes,
Grant Dynasty.
Yes.
Dynasty, sorry.
That is it. He. But yes, I love his adaptation of Castlevania because I did not have any prior knowledge before, but now that I've gone back and I've looked, I like what he did with it because he did the best that he could. I don't know what he's going to do for season 3, whether he just ignores the plot points that he set up at the end of season 2 and goes straight to Symphony of the Night, or what, or if he goes to Rondo.
I figured he was going chronologically because even though this is the 3rd game, it takes place before 1 in Simon's Quest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I figured he was just like, all right, let's start with Trevor, then Simon, then wherever else we need to go.
But he set up, God, what's his name? The one with the Forge Masters, Isaac and the other one.
Oh yeah, because weren't they?
They were their own game.
Yeah.
And I was like, why? I don't want to focus on them for a season. Please don't do that.
I watched Shazam play Hector's game.
Unless he does it like a season, like an 8-episode season that covers like 3 games. He could do that.
I don't know, Chief.
He could do it. I'm telling you, it could be like 3 episodes dedicated to like Hector and Isaac. I think that was his name.
Yeah. Good old Hecky Heck.
I love Hector. He could like dedicate 3 episodes to them, and then he can dedicate 4 episodes to Simon. And have it be like, okay, wait. So he could do the 3 episodes for Hector and Isaac to finish off that plot point and just do whatever he wanted to do. And then he could split like 5 episodes or 4 episodes in half and have like 2 dedicated to like original Castlevania, because that's not very plot heavy, obviously. It's just Simon going to fuck up Dracula.
Vampire Hunter Extraordinaire Simon Belmo.
Yeah, and then you get like Simon's Quest, which is basically Simon's cursed by Dracula, and then like 2 years later has to collect the remains of Dracula to kill him again and like get uncursed. So he could take that route, and then do like Rondo of Blood afterwards, and then do Symphony of the Night. I don't see why he would continue on after Symphony of the Night, though.
No, man, I gotta get that Castlevania 64.
Oh, God.
Reinhard Schneider.
No, thank you. But that is all very exciting to think about. I will see what happens next Halloween, and if it's a continuation of the characters from Castlevania 3 into the next season, I won't watch it again after the next year. I'll finish it and I'll see where it goes, but I won't watch it again if he keeps using those characters until he gets to Symphony of the Night or Rondo of Blood.
Okay. Well, that leaves a lot of questions for how he's going to do Devil May Cry, I guess. I wonder if he's going to start that chronologically. And if
He would
he's
have
going to
to.
take the... Huh?
He would have to.
Yeah. Oh.
It's too confusing if you just do it and then like go back and do it, like game wise.
Yeah.
Because doesn't that jump around like as they were released?
Man, let me tell you. So it's like 3, 1, 4, 2, 5.
Jesus Christ! It's hard.
5 is speculative. We're not 100% sure where it takes place just because elements are getting added in after the fact. But Dante takes on a form that looks like a form he takes on in 2, but it could have taken it on before in 2. But then there's also him showing up out of nowhere on the motorcycle. So it's like, this is when Dante made it out of hell, right? We don't know. We just don't know.
Who's the one that looks like Adam Driver?
V?
Yeah.
We don't know nothing about V, except he wants to kill Dante. But,
Does he?
Latest trailer, at the end, Dante is like, I guess, defeated on the ground. And V is holding the sword Sparta. And he's like, everything would be so much better if you weren't around, if you never existed. And then he hoists up the sword as if he's about to drop it on him and stab him. But then that's where the trailer cuts.
I mean, I don't know. I like how it looks. His design is appealing to me. He reminds me of Kuja. Extra. Well,
what am I looking at? Oh my.
Let's talk about the last thing on our list. And that would be the bullshit that Dragon Ball FighterZ is doing.
Well, okay. So here's the thing with fighters. Dragon Ball FighterZ has reportedly been pulled from a number of tournaments. Now, of course, the number is only 3 so far, but there's speculation in the air. You know how it goes. There's speculation in the air as to whether it will continue. So, a while back, DreamHack Atlanta had its DBFZ tournament pulled. And when speculation was over the fact that there weren't a lot of entrants, Alex Jabali, the TL, had deconfirmed that and said that that was not the reason and that he could not comment on it at the time. Part that sucked about that is that players were unable to cancel their flights and were not reimbursed for them. So that really sucked. Second was Evo Japan. Evo Japan's lineup was given, and I think it's currently SF5, Tekken 7, Soul Calibur 6, Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, and Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2. But DBFZ was absent, as was Smash Ultimate, which Smash Ultimate being absent was probably the source of its own problems. But it confused a lot of people because Smash 4 was not only present in Evo Japan, but bolstered a significant amount of numbers. It's at this point that people came out to believe that Toei was pulling DBFZ from tournaments. After the fact, DBFZ was announced to be getting pulled from Anime Ascension, a major anime FGC tournament over in California. I think it's in California. Anime Ascension, SoCal, right? I'll be talking some more while I type that in. And with that, yeah, Irvine, California, cool. Let's see, Toei. A lot of people just kind of like flying off the handle, making their videos, responses, trying to figure out what's up. Toei Animation recently tweeted something One Piece related, like just to the anime. Something, friends, family, Luffy, my Nakama, One Piece. And some random Twitter user just got in the comments and was like, what you're doing to Dragon Ball Fighters has nothing to do with friendship or the Straw Hats or Luffy.
Oh,
Like, just out of pocket was like, look, you over here trying to be cool, but what are you doing?
Shelly, are you asleep?
No, I'm not.
I was gonna say, nah, he out, bruh. He said, call me back when we get Xenoverse 3.
I'll do it.
But yeah, Toei's response to that tweet was apologies. We don't know anything about DBFZ tournaments being canceled.
And so the mystery continues.
Speculations caused it to believe that like it could be at the behest of other rights holders, because Toei, now granted, Toei is over more than we think. Like, yeah, they have the anime, but apparently like it's a bit deeper than that. But, you know, there's also Shueisha to consider, Bird Studio, that kind of thing. Now, honestly, could still be Toei. Don't know. They said it wasn't, so I'm like, well, I guess we'll I'm of the mindset of we'll find out when we find out.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking for somebody to talk to, looking for, you know, a person to blame, a finger to point at, but they're just gonna have to wait till something comes out about it.
I would hate for them to kill their own game because they want to actually, you know, make money off of it or more money off of it.
Oh, that was the other cancellation. There was a DBFZ booth at Jump Festa along with there was supposed to be a DBFZ booth at Jump Festa along with announcements, to which a lot of us believed, hey, season 2, the cancellation on top of the cancellation of like tournaments and stuff like that, the DBFZ booth at Jump Festa was also pulled. Although it's worth noting, some booths at Jump Festa had gotten pulled for various reasons, like the Kuroko no Basket, like booth panel, whatever.
Yeah.
They received threats, like I guess death threats, and so they were like, "Yeah, for the safety of the mangaka and the people coming out to this, we're just gonna not." I have no idea.
Who's trying to kill people for Kuroko no Basket?
It said threats. It was not specific, but I'm like, what are you gonna threaten somebody with? Blackmail? Like, is this another Rurouni Kenshin on our hands? Like,
we were gonna get a Kuroko no Basket dub.
We don't need a dub.
I would love a dub.
I'm alright.
I love to watch my basketball in English.
I can't even play Xenoblade in English.
Why?
Because it sucks. One of the characters has a very outlandish Welsh and / Gaelic accent.
How do you know it's Welsh?
That's what Ryan said, so I'm going off what he said. Because it just sounds bizarre. Like, go listen to the English dub of Xenoblade 2, and then listen to Pyra. It's the strangest thing how they can just like bring these people in for like, I don't know. I can't do it, and so I have to listen to the game in Japanese because they sound atrocious. And that's nothing against the voice actors. I'm sure you worked very hard. It's just really not good for my ears.
What's the character's name?
Listen to Rex from Xenoblade 2's accent, and then it'll bring up Nia too. Nia's the greatest offender in my opinion. She sounds. George knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And honestly, I haven't heard anybody else. Is it sad that I know exactly where you are in the game? Oh my god.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
He doesn't sound Welsh.
That's... Whatever, Shelly. It's not fun to listen to.
I mean, I was just saying.
100,000. Friend here, right?
Maybe there a little bit.
The point is that it says very unique dub, and I don't like it for various reasons. So they have party chatter on too, which is like just roaming around the world. Like they'll just be talking and like saying random shit. And one of my friends from Twitter, Eric, he cannot stand it, and I appropriately would not be able to stand it either, because if they talked as much as they do, like when it's in Japanese, like I would lose my mind. And like I'm better off not understanding what they're saying and like picking apart like a word here and there, which is honestly kind of interesting. But I think that ends the podcast, guys. We've talked about everything that we wanted to talk about. Not really a relaxed episode this time because we actually had a lot that we wanted to cover. But we promised you more antics and tomfoolery next time around. And we're going to try and do this as much as we can. If not weekly, then bi-weekly, I think is what we agreed on. Unless life just gets in the way. You know, because sometimes like the holidays and whatnot, like freak accidents happen. Like it happens.
Yeah.
So we wish you all a very, very happy New Year. We hope if you had the day off today that you were able to relax and enjoy good food and good company. We hope that if you didn't get off today, that the rest of your week is really relaxed and that you'll be able to have fun and kick back and relax this weekend.
What he said, he pretty much look at him hitting that nail on the head.
It's all right. Play Skullgirls.
Do indeed. Also, as of the start of this podcast, we are now officially on Podbean, so you can find us on there. We'll be uploading our sessions right after they've finished, starting here with season 3.
Holy shit! We're on Podbean.
Yeah,
I use Podbean.
We're in the big leagues.
yeah.
Go
Next,
play Kingdom Hearts 3 when it comes out. Support the official release.
Don't spoil it.
Support leaks.
Torture Brian.
I'll kill you. I won't actually kill you.
Don't
Goofy live.
threaten nobody on the cast, boy.
I'm not threatening anybody. I just send you a very strong